it's happening in Grand Prairie, Texas. We're very excited today. We're always happy to report on Grand Prairie, Texas, but especially when we have the president of the Chamber of Commerce. That's today. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, my dear.
Thank you, Miss Ruthie. It's always such a great pleasure to be here.
Well, Lynn, you're so bubbly and so exciting to bring things for the chamber that sometimes become mundane. But with you, there's nothing mundane.
There's nothing mundane. No, I don't think so.
What's
We
going
try
on?
to keep things exciting.
Yeah.
Would you allow me to first thank our sustaining members?
Oh, that would be splendid.
I'd like to thank the sustaining members that pay above and beyond their due structure and do a lot of sponsorships for us, because without them, the Chamber really couldn't provide the quality of service that we provide. Especially in this year with the economic times, we've been trying to do a lot of free things. Well, free meaning benefits of membership. And because of these sustaining members, we're able to do that. Our platinum member is Vought Aircraft Industries. Our gold members are Encore Electric Delivery and Texas Trust Credit Union. Our silver members are Fast Signs at Highway 67 in Camp Wisdom and JMH Printing, Medical Center of Arlington. The bronze members are American Eurocopter, the City of Grand Prairie Ford, Haynes and Boone, Hong Kong Marketplace, Lockheed Martin Missile and Fire Control, Verizon Theater at Grand Prairie, Sunbelt Self-Storage, Texas Health Arlington Memorial Hospital, and the Thompson Group Classic Chevrolet. And we just appreciate them so much.
I want to ask, if you took all of these, regardless of their the metal that they represent, the platinum through the bronze, if you had to just choose one or two,
please.
You're not going to do it. I knew you wouldn't do it. I knew you wouldn't do it.
Oh my gosh! Okay, finish your sentence, because
I just wondered if we ever put that up to a vote, who would be the winner in your heart? They've never turned you down for anything for the Chamber of Commerce, and I've wanted to ask you that for a couple of years, but I wouldn't dare do that until today.
I never knew you were an evil woman, Miss Ruthie.
I am an evil woman, aren't I?
I can't pick. You know, I look at this list, and when we pick up the phone and say, we really need you to come through, I don't know anyone on this list that doesn't say yes.
Yes, that is so good.
Yes.
And with the economy as it is right now,
it's amazing.
That is a tough call. Yes, it is.
Yes, it really is.
Well, I salute I salute all of these when it comes down the pike, because you can't help but remember people like that go that far above.
That's true.
What they do. So
that's true.
I just think you ought to look out into your camera and say, "Thanks, sponsors. I'm so proud of you."
Well, thanks, sponsors. I'm so proud of you.
Sustaining members.
Sustaining members, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
That is good. Well, I knew you had it in your heart that you have a favorite, but you wouldn't dare tell, because all of them are favorites.
You know,
at one time or the other.
Well, that's exactly right. We choose people to be on our board or to look at for sustaining membership for different things. And it's not always about money. A lot of times it's about
service.
It's about the volunteers they can bring us. It's the ideas they can bring us. It's the influence they can bring us. It's the expertise, especially the expertise, because of all these companies that are represented on our board and our sustaining members, everybody brings something different to the table. And so really, at any given time, any of those is likely to be a hero for us.
How did they get this name?
Sustaining members, you know, that came before me.
It came before you.
That was something that Radonna Hessel started at our chamber. And sustaining members means that they sustain the chamber. They pay for a huge portion of the operational expense of the chamber, so that we don't always have to worry month to month about where we're going financially.
But now they do get extra perks with the chamber, because
we sure try.
You put them everywhere.
We do.
That
we
is
put
good.
them on everything that we do.
Well, I'm sorry I got you so upset at the beginning of this, because very seldom do you fail to answer a question, and thank you for not answering that one. What's next?
Oh, let me talk about Business Exchange Breakfast. We go back to our usual format next week, which is always a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a lot of guest speakers recently,
Yeah.
and that's part of the mix, but we're going to do our usual format, which this is a leads group. I always say it's a leads group on steroids because we get in there and we have so much fun, but I always know there's a lot of business going on because after we're finished with our session, for an hour, hour and a half, there are still people in there talking business. And I know that a couple of our members have built their businesses on groups like this in our chamber.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
And they need it now.
Well, we do, and that's why we need to come together. But that meeting is August the 13th, Friday the 13th.
Oh, and that's Mr. Jackson's birthday.
Is it? We have to bring Mr. Jackson. We'll have a cake for him. But it's 7:45 in the morning. I know that's no big deal for Mr. Jackson because
No.
he's up crack of dawn or before.
He is up at 3:30.
There you go.
That's it.
That's about the time I'm going to bed. Oh, at our monthly luncheon, we have a special treat this year. This month, Tom Hart is going to come and talk about city finances. And I know that that's on everybody's mind right now. Anybody that's out there that has a question about city finances or what's going on at the city needs to be at this luncheon. You know, these luncheons are not just for chamber members. Citizens at large of Grand Prairie are more than welcome to come to the luncheon, but we do ask you to call us at 972-264-1558 and give us an RSVP. Now, the luncheon cost is $20, but if you RSVP before the Monday before the luncheon, and this luncheon is the 18th of August, so that would be the 16th of August. If you RSVP by then it's $15.
You give a big discount for that early bird.
We give a $5 discount. The luncheon is at 11:30 at the Ruthie Jackson Center, and as I said, everybody's welcome. So this luncheon in particular should be of interest to all of you.
What is your magic telephone number?
972-264-1558.
Oh, that's good.
The Tom Hart Business Series, you know, we had the last one, which was managing the customer and the employee's experience. The next one is going to be October 21st. This is of interest to anyone who is on a nonprofit board or on a board of directors, who would like to be on a board of directors, who is thinking about starting a nonprofit, or who is currently an executive director of a nonprofit. He's going to talk about board governance. And this particular topic he's covered with the chamber board before. It's an excellent, excellent presentation, and I would invite all of you that are interested to be there. And then when he's done, his session will be from 9 to 10.
Yes.
And at 10 o'clock, we're going to bring Dave Liebert from the Star-Telegram.
Oh, great.
Dave is going to talk to us about how to get your message out there into the media. So this is something that we hope will benefit all of the nonprofits. You know, we've been looking for ways to serve our community by putting our nonprofits front and center because they're providing great services right now, especially in this time of economic trial. And that's why we had them at the luncheon last week, and we introduced a lot of nonprofits and saw a lot of resources that are available in the city so that we could spread the word.
And the nonprofits came through like gangbusters.
Oh, they were
They
great.
had beautiful displays. They had literature to pass.
Yes.
And many, many other things.
Yes, and we had a lot of good press on that. I mean, they came and thanked us because it was the first time they had been able to do something like that, and it was a perk of their benefit of their membership, a benefit of their membership to be there because there was no charge, which is great. The business after hours is going to be August the 26th, and it's going to be at Renegade Motorcycles. So this is one you have to come to, Miss Ruthie. We got to get that picture
Is that
of
the
you
one out
the
on
motorcycle.
303?
This is the one at, no, this is the one at Great Southwest Parkway, just west on I-20, at 2618 West I-20. And Joe Rodriguez is always a great host, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time. So that's a time for you to come and get to know some of the chamber members and to market your business.
And to hustle business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I talk about my favorite thing right now?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to be doing the second annual Taste of Grand Prairie and Community Spotlight. I know that's a long name, but we had to say that it's not only a taste, but also we're going to be showing you the best that Grand Prairie has to offer. And this is a place for businesses to come because they can get right in front of their consumers. It's a place for the community to come out, because not only are they going to see their friends and neighbors there, but also they're going to learn about things that are available in Grand Prairie. And of course, we want you to shop Grand Prairie first, because the more we keep our tax dollars here, the better our city grows and is more prosperous. The event is going to be at Quick Trip Park on September 23rd. If you were there last year, you'll know you want to be there this year. We're expecting over 80 vendors and over 20 food vendors. We're already up to 40 vendors, and I think almost half of those are food vendors. So we know we're going to have a great time. Now the price is extraordinary.
Yes, it is.
The price is $10 for adults, $5 for students and senior citizens. Family packs are $25, and we consider a family 2 adults and 2 children, or 2 adults and 2 seniors, because you might have your parents with you.
Okay.
Also, children under 5 are free. Our senior hour is from 4 to 5. That's for our seniors to come in and be comfortable and get in there before the crowds hit. This is a grand family affair, and we want you to be there. It's going to be fun for all ages. We'll have the Wide World of Parks open. We'll have, I don't know if the swimming pool will be open. I do know that Dave Burke has committed to have fireworks out there for us at Quick Trip Park. So that evening we'll have a great fireworks display. There will also be a silent auction. So it's going to be lots and lots of fun. And you and I sat there last year and watched people go by and talked about what a great event it was. I think that we're going to have another great event this year.
I think you are too.
Now, one more thing. For those of you that are concerned, last year we had a good problem in that we were very crowded out there. We have fixed the traffic flow issue, so it won't be as crowded this year. So don't be afraid to come out, because we have we're setting the booths up so the traffic flow will be better.
Did you move some of them to the boondocks or something?
No, but what we did was last year
had them on both sides, and they were so crowded.
Yes, and we won't have them on both sides. We're only going to have them on one side, and we've got lots of tents and things that we're putting up this year.
Oh, good.
So that people can go out and really move through there.
Yes.
Even though we'll have a larger crowd, I'm sure, but it won't be as crowded.
You're planning ahead well.
We're trying to anticipate, and we want to make this event bigger and bigger every year. We may outgrow Quick Trip Park soon. Yeah. So in that case, we've already got a few places we're thinking about.
You may have to build one. Who knows?
I hadn't thought of that.
But you may.
But we may.
Okay.
Also, I have the city map on my desk right now. We're proofing it. So I'm very excited. The city map should be out very soon.
That's good. And is that at a cost?
There is no cost. Well, there's a cost to us, but the advertisers are paying for the map, and it's at no cost. Once we get it in, we give it out to our constituents and anyone that comes in the chamber that comes to the city to ask for one.
How about the website?
The website is at www.grandprairiechamber.org.
Okay. Now, do you need any new members at the chamber?
We don't.
You don't?
We're full up.
You're full up completely?
No, we always welcome new members. We're really seeing a lot of new members come through. I think with the economy, when people are laid off their jobs, they look for what they can do to make money, and some small businesses are sprouting up, and they come to the chamber, and we help them all we can. We provide all the resources that are available to us so that they can have a good start on their business. And because they value that, they join the chamber and we help them market their business.
There was a time you had small business come together and had a workshop for them. Do you do that ever anymore?
We do that. Yes, we do that from time to time. And the SBA and those SCORE counselors help us with that. And that's how we do that. We don't bring that on ourselves to do because we're really worried that there might be something, we don't understand every industry.
Yes.
But organizations, national organizations like SCORE have SMEs, have subject matter experts in every industry, and they'll bring those to bear when we ask them to.
Oh, that is good. Well, is there anything that you want to preach about? We're out of time.
Well, if we're out of time, I'm not going to preach, but I'll say if you have any questions, please give us a call at the chamber. We're always glad to help you. 972-264-1558.
And do you accept visitors to come into the chamber?
We love visitors to come in.
I've never heard you invite anyone from this show to come visit us every once in a while. We Love to see you.
Well, why don't y'all come visit us every once in a while? We would love to see you. I'll tell you what we have had. You know, last year we had the city anniversary, and this year is the Chamber 65th anniversary.
This is number
And
6.
our directory is kind of a retrospective.
When are you going to have the 65th party?
That's going to be at the end of the year.
Oh, at the very
At the Christmas
end?
party at the
Christmas
open house.
party.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you gave us an update on that.
Yep,
Thank
we'll
you
do
for
that.
being here.
Thank you for having
You're
me. I always
majestic.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
And we'll be right back with the rest of our show.
Ah, George Strait. And don't mess with Texas. 2 Texas icons just like, come on, this jacket. It's custom and it's perfect for fighting litter with glitter. Huh? You don't like the jacket. You don't like the jacket! But you love horses, huh? Am I right? Look at that. George doesn't like the horse. Of course you don't like the horse. It's a tiny horse. What you need are boots! Because the king of country can't go walking around
Hang
barefoot.
on. I think I got this. Don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
That's a wrap!
Welcome back. Before we bring you our next exciting guest, we have one community service announcement, and that is to announce that the Christian Women's Job Corps of Grand Prairie is in session. And Virginia Head, you remember Mrs. Jean Head as a past teacher for the Grand Prairie ISD. She and her group are meeting, and they have a magic telephone number, and they also have a magic website, www.cwjcgp.org, for the Christian Women's Job Corps Grand Prairie. And their magic telephone number is 972-977-6684. Give them a call if you're interested in either helping or finding out more about this wonderful organization. And thank you for listening to that special announcement for us. And now, to Libby Clausen, the Executive Director, formally. And it is a formal happening and not you were there before. Thank you, Libby, for being here again today.
Thank you for having us every month to let the public know what's going on, because there's always great cultural offerings in Grand Prairie.
Yes, there.
And we're so happy that you allow us to come and let everybody know what's going on.
We need to keep that pot boiling, don't we?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Yeah.
And we're coming off our hot summer season. We did Beauty and the Beast in
Yes.
June, had a successful run for our summer musical.
Yes.
Our children's Summer in the Arts Camp is winding down.
And that was the ugliest beast I have ever seen.
Wasn't he? He was ugly, but he sure was fantastic to listen to, wasn't he?
Wasn't
Jeremy
he
Shedd.
good?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. It was a wonderful production. We just enjoyed it so much, and it was so successful.
Yes.
And it was just, once again, I feel like our production team just gets better and better with every show, and having a professional venue like the Uptown just allows us to enhance each production that we do.
Before you go into that, tell me about Dr. Rodriguez. Is she okay?
Oh, Dr. Rodriguez up and going and fine again. She's meddling and causing trouble as she always has and keeping us all in line, and we are so glad to have her back. She's in good health again, clean bill of health, and we are so pleased that she's with us.
I knew she was due to direct that, but you had another majestic director.
We
taking
sure
her
did.
place. Yes.
We sure did. And she's such a great mentor for our younger artists coming up in Grand Prairie. And we're so thankful to have her training our young people so that we can keep the cultural arts alive and well in Grand Prairie all into the future.
Was that the most successful presentation that you've done in quite some time?
Probably since The Music Man a year
Yes.
ago.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you, Miss Ruthie, every production we do gets a little stronger, a little better, more audiences. So we have not had a weak production since we've been in the Uptown Theater, I'm very pleased to say.
It's the
and
place.
they just get better. Yes, ma'am.
it's the
Having a
place.
professional venue draws better actors and actresses and enhances the audience's experience, just makes everything so much better.
And you don't have to tote so many things.
Yes, ma'am, being right next door. We love our little space right next door to the Uptown, and it's just been a wonderful venue for us.
Good.
Our children's Summer in the Arts Camp is winding down. We had a great dance camp. We had our Missoula Children's Theater, which was Beauty Lou and the Country Beast, a version of Beauty and the Beast. We had 30 children. We had about 250 people come to those shows. It was just a great production. Everybody really enjoyed it. And then an art camp as well, Art Explosion, where the kids have done ceramics and sculpture and plaster of Paris, self-portraits, and just had a great time. And that was Kelly Gessner, one of our local art teachers in the school district, was our art teacher. So we've had a great summer, and to finish off the summer, we want to be sure that all of our local artists know that our annual juried art show is coming up. It'll be September 12th through the 25th at the Grand Prairie Memorial Library, and we want everyone to know that entries need to be postmarked by August 18th. So our artist, and it's a regional art show, so it's open to people outside of Grand Prairie, and we want them all to get their entries in postmarked by August the 18th. This is for adults age 18 and up. It's for any kind of artwork. We will find a category for your two-dimensional and three-dimensional artwork pieces. It's just $30. The artist can enter up to 3 entries. And if they will go to our website at artsgp.com, there is an entry brochure that they can download and print and fill out, and they can email their images to me, or they can send pictures of their artwork. And we want to be sure, we usually have about 35, 40 artists, a little over 100 pieces of artwork. So we want to be sure and encourage people to once again enter that show. We have $3,000 in cash prizes that we give away, and we love bringing that to the library. So that moves us into the end of summer and into fall with that annual juried art show at the Memorial Library.
That's almost more culture than we can digest, isn't it?
Oh, but that's not all. That just starts us off in the fall. I do want people to know we have a brand new website that I just launched about 2 weeks ago. I really encourage you to go and look at our new website. It's artsgp.com. I'm so excited. For about 2 years, I've been working to get a new website up and going, and I'm not a technical person, so planning a new website was a real job, but I'm so excited. We did get it up and running. Please go take a look. It's colorful, it's beautiful, there's moving slideshow on it, there's action on it, it's very organized, easy to navigate, and all the information you need about what's coming up with the Arts Council is right there at your fingertips at artsgp.com.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. That was just a major project for us. So please check that out. You'll find information about the Juried Art Show. We have a great events calendar there now with everything listed. You can click on each event from the events calendar icon, and it'll bring you up all the information. After our Juried Art Show, which is September 12th through the 25th, right after that, actually during that time, we have our first fall show, which is Little Women, and it's a musical version of Little Women. So for everyone who has read that really great book in their past, or maybe currently reading it, it is a fantastic musical production that the whole family will enjoy. And the dates on that show are September 23rd through the 26th and September 30th through October 3rd. So we are in rehearsals for that show. As our art show is winding down, then we have that live production of Little Women, the musical, going on at the Uptown. And then after that, we also...
Well, before you get to that...
Yes, ma'am.
Are we featuring Mr. Keel in anything in that?
No, Mr. Keel won't be in our Little Women production, no, ma'am.
Will his organ be there?
Oh, I'm so glad you reminded me. Yes, ma'am. The organ, the Ruthie Jackson Center and Ruthie Jackson did donate Mr. Keel's organ, needed a new home. So it was donated to us, and this is perfect timing. That beautiful organ that a lot of people may have seen at the Ruthie Jackson Center is going to be featured in Little Women. I'm so glad you reminded me of that. It's very period with the show, and you bet it will be on the stage at the Uptown for this production, and we hope to use it many more times because, you know, Mr. Keel is always on our hearts and minds. He's a sponsor in memoriam. He's listed in everything that we do, and always a part of everything that we do. So we're so thrilled to have a piece that belonged to him that will live in the Arts Council studio in the front where everyone can see it, and then also be featured in as many productions as we can put it in. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for reminding me of that.
I just knew you knew Mr. Keel was going to be there.
Yes, ma'am. He is, and he's always there in spirit with anything cultural in Grand Prairie, of course.
He would love being featured, even if it is something like a beautiful organ that he contributed to the city of Grand Prairie, Texas.
He would, because he did love the spotlight. We all remember
Yes,
that
he
about
did.
Mr. Keel. So you bet he'll be back on stage at the Uptown Theater. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is good.
So we're very excited about that. You bet. And we're taking really good care of that organ. It's in a good place in our studio, in the front, not in the back. It's in the front where people can see it when they come by the studio. So you bet. As many times as we can use that organ, it will be there.
Well, you were the first preference, but we had a second preference that if you didn't take it, we knew where it would go, that someone would love it.
Oh, there's no way we would have turned down that gift. It's just beautiful. And it'll be well protected and taken care of and used where we are.
Well, we have a half a minute left.
Okay, well, we also want you to know, coming in the fall, be sure and get ready for GobFest, which is our variety and talent show. Gear up a talent for that. We will have auditions coming up in October. Go to our website. If you have any kind of a talent for groups of 10 and under, we'd love to feature you in our variety show coming up. It's our annual fundraiser. Our Christmas show, Willy Wonka, is coming up. We'll have auditions for that as well. And then, of course, we also round out the year with our Shining Star Ruthie Awards that coincide with our Christmas show. So we have a busy fall season coming up. We're so excited. Jump on the new website and check out everything, whether you want to be in a production, participate in an art show, or come and see the things that we're doing at the Uptown and all over town. Please join us.
Just drive by the Uptown. It's a pleasure to go by and see all the lights on, and everything's exciting. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you for being here, Libby Clausen.
Thank
You're
you.
wonderful. We would talk about California, but time's gone. Isn't it? Thank you very much. And this is Ruthie Jackson reminding you that it's still happening in Grand Prairie, Texas, and the culture is abundant. Oh, it's just so wonderful to have someone that's in charge of it and will bring it to the front as they have, and to make every person in Grand Prairie feel that they're in an uptown at the Uptown. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for watching our show, and we'll be seeing you next time.